ROI is efficiency metric. It's a funny one though, because most people, when you talk to them about ROI, they would say like that is the goal. That is what means to be effective.
And I would say not at all, right? So ROI is a financial metric, and probably the best way to think about it is, your investment portfolio, right? I don't know how it is in Canada. In
Yeah.
the US, you have to invest your own retirement money. Whereas coming from Europe, it's absurd, right? So
Yeah.
if you have, tens of thousands of companies to invest your money in for your retirement, right? You want ROI because everything is completely fungible. You can shift things around.
Hmm.
Whereas, you're marketing for a company, kind of, you have a few brands, and what you're really interested in is maintaining and kind of increasing, what these brands do for you. So you can have a lot of small activities that, together kind of keep it running or get you some more kind of lower funnel conversion, but don't really maintain the brands and get the prospects in for the long term. So in financial things, if you add up the small stuff, you get to something big. I would say in marketing, very often we do have to also spend on stuff with a lower ROI, but things that we can, and you can actually show that in data, right? That really move the needle on objectives that ultimately translate into the company goal.
Yeah. So fascinating. So like ROI would not be a key element of effectiveness then, because it's an efficiency metric.
So
Because
I love, and I teach this is I hope I pronounce the name correct. Regio, the big
yeah,
company of
yeah, yeah.
spirits, they have the 2x2, which I absolutely love. So they have an effectiveness and efficiency tube of your marketing campaigns,
Okay.
and all the companies I consult, right? So I do the analysis, and I always put it on the tube myself. And then so some activities are just both effective and efficient, and you're like, hey,
Right.
this is fantastic, right? So
Yeah.
some activities are efficient but not really effective, and then typically it's like, stop doing these things. So the ad also says that, right? Hey, you haven't been able to move the needle, think about something else.
Yeah.
And then they prefer over that one, they prefer things that are effective but not efficient. And why is that in marketing? I mean, I always say marketing is the hardest job in any company, right? So
Hmm.
you're dealing with humans. You have to do something that your customers, will react to, that competitors, and sometimes regulators, won't have problems with. So you're trying to move, people's perceptions, people behavior. It is the hardest job in any company. And
Hmm.
so if you can move the needle, then you deserve a pat on the back. And
Yeah.
then just as, and I have experienced that in other companies, it's pretty easy to then next year say, okay, we're going to do this again, but can we do this more efficiently? So what you've done today was absolutely fantastic, right?
Yeah.
But maybe we spent a bit more money in it than we needed to. So
Right.
for the next year, can you slowly move it into the quadrant that is both effective and efficient? And that also means that we then free up money for your new initiatives. Because the disconnect I see typically between marketing and finance is that financial folks tell me, look, these marketing, folks, they come to me every year with a shiny new big thing that we absolutely have to invest in. And when
Yeah.
we then ask, so what can we cut from your existing stuff? They're like, oh, absolutely nothing. Otherwise, the sky will fall down. And so, one of the things I do is to kind of make marketers understand, and that's typically with data and analysis, well, which of the stuff you're doing used to be effective but is no longer effective.
Mm.
What can you save money in, and what should you increase things in? And so, in my experience, if you just do that once, then financial folks almost fall off their chairs because no marketing person has ever told them that they can kind of reduce spending on something in marketing,
Yeah.
and you get a lot more trust for your shiny new initiatives.